destroyed the gas.
Disregard
Get
that.
to the safe zone.
Scavenger contract located. Scavenger contract located. Scavenger contract located.
You have your contract. Get it done. You're clear to engage all targets. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Next objective located. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Objectives updated. Move to the next location. Gas is inbound. Contract is complete. You're cleared for higher payouts. Enemy dropping into the AO. Specialist achieved.
Buy station identified. Requesting recon.
UAV entering the AO.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Be
Moving here.
advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Target right here.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
I need recon on my position.
UAV entering the AO.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom. Pay attention, you'll be out there soon.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.
You can practice your aim while you wait. Taunting your enemy is an effective way to get inside their heads. So is a well-placed stone. There's a fight kicking off. You're up next, mate. Get ready. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. Sort them out or capture the objective. You're going back to the front line. You've earned it.
Marked a care package.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Marked a care package. Vehicle marked.
Gas is inbound.
Buy station identified. I'm driving.
Loadout drop headed your way.
I'm driving. Bounty contact identified.
Enemy team is tracking your position.
Find medical.
You are one of 25 remaining. They hit us hard that time before setting the score.
But I wanted to introduce and cover this potential scandal for anyone who is unaware. So Tether is a stablecoin. It is supposed to be pegged to the US dollar. 1 Tether equals 1 US dollar, supposedly. And so it is the third largest coin by market cap at $58 billion. And you can see that the price is pegged at just $1. Sometimes it fluctuates up and down a little bit. But there's this recent string of tweets by Stefan Deal where he claims that, and this is where things get interesting and shady, that the company that is managing Tether is engaged in some opaque accounting skullduggery where instead of matching tethers to inflow dollars, they just make them up. They just fabricate these tethers, print them out of nowhere, and say that, hey, each one of these is going to be worth $1. And people just go out and buy these. Now, the company running Tether is notoriously opaque, and they set up shop in the tax haven of the British Virgin Islands to avoid any regulation and reporting obligations. So nobody really knows what's going on with Tether, and if they wanted to just run off, disappear, they totally could because they're in a foreign country. Now, to understand Tether, just really knows and reporting obligations. So nobody really knows what's going on with Tether, and if they wanted to just run off, disappear, they totally could because they're in a foreign disappear knows what and reporting obligations. So nobody really knows what's going on with Tether, and if they wanted to just run off, disappear, they totally could because they're in a foreign country. Now, to understand Tether's impact on the whole cryptocurrency market space, we can see the money flow to and from Bitcoin in the last 24 hours, and we can see that like 80% of Bitcoin purchases are from Tether. So you could say that if Tether were fake, then the whole Bitcoin market is being inflated by this false currency that some random company in the British Virgin Islands is just printing up out of nowhere, just pretending that, hey, we're going to make 60 billion of these, each one's going to be worth $1, why don't you just go buy these? And so everybody is bag holding onto Tether coins, which may be absolutely worthless, and there's 60 billion of these out there. And it's not just Bitcoin. We can see that Tether also props up like 80% of the purchase inflows for Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash. And even with Dogecoin, we can see that in the recent surge, that coincides with just the moment that Tether decided to mint another $400 million, which they probably just poured into Dogecoin. Now, to make matters worse, in 2020, the New York Attorney General decided to investigate Tether, and they found that Tether's claims that it's a virtual currency fully backed by dollars was a lie. In fact, the company is being operated by unlicensed, unregulated entities dealing in the darkest corners of the financial system. And so the New York Attorney General decided to ban Tether, which is why today, if you're living in New York, you can't buy this cryptocurrency. You can't get Tether because it's a scam coin. Although everybody else out there, they're still buying it. It's the third largest coin by market cap being used to inflate the markets. We could have $60 billion worth of cryptocurrency value here, which should not exist. In fact, in a recent white paper released by Tether, in which they give you 2 fancy pie charts on a single page, which is hosted on WordPress. I mean, this is really professional stuff here. And here they show their reserves breakdown, where they only have 3.87% in cash. So of the $60 billion, which they say is matched 1-to-1 for US dollars, they only have about 3 to 4% in cash, which means if even 5% of Tether holders were to go to the bank and say they want to cash out for US dollars, the whole system would collapse. It would liquidate because there's just not enough money to honor everybody. Most people holding Tether, 96% of them are not going to be able to get their money out. And so that's the whole trick with Ponzi schemes, isn't it? It's easy to get in, it's easy to see your money go up, getting out is the hard part. Some fintech bloggers have even described Tether as the internal accounting system for the largest fraud since Madoff. And there's this excellent blog post about this, which I'll link in the description below for your perusal, but it shows that Tether was minting just a few coins here and there, they're making a little bit, and then as soon as they started getting investigated by the New York Attorney General, they started minting coins super fast, like the pattern just looks really irregular, because the speculation is they knew they were going down, they were investigated for fraud, they were getting shut down, and they wanted to just maximize their profits as much as they could before they would eventually get shut down, which they haven't been shut down yet. And so now there's this uncomfortable correlation between Tether issuance and Bitcoin prices. They seem to be moving in lockstep together as if one is simply inflating the price of the other. In fact, we can see here that at the moment Tether decided to turn on their printing machine October of last year, that pretty much began the whole Bitcoin bull run. Now, as for Coinbase, up until recently, they did not allow trading of Tether. Maybe they knew something was up. And so what people would do actually is they would just transfer those coins to another random exchange on another, like say Bybit, which is an unbanked offshore exchange. And there people could get extreme crazy leverage on their coins, like say 100x leverage on their coins, which Coinbase will not allow them to do. So they'll buy more Tether, leverage that up, and use that to inflate the markets even more. And one key thing about this whole thing is that there's a lot of illiquidity in the market. And the less liquidity there is, the more diamond handlers there are out there, the longer they're able to keep up this Ponzi scheme, or at least to just maintain very low reserves, like 3.8% reserves, and just not have to back any of this up with any real holdings. It should ideally be 100% reserves backed by real investor money, because if they took this money and invested in bonds or the stock market in order to try to make some return and they were to actually lose money, well, then they couldn't back up their stablecoin then anymore. And additionally, it was found that from January to September of last year, all of the banks in Bahamas, they collected $600 million, and yet Tether somehow collected $5 billion. If Tether really was backed and funded by $5 billion of investor inflows of cash, how come this money is not reported anywhere on any of the bank statements? And so this whole cryptocurrency space is opaque, unregulated, and nobody really knows what's going on because of the anonymity of it. In fact, we even have Binance being under investigation by the Justice Department of the IRS as of last week, and so they've dropped 40%, not to mention China has also banned cryptocurrency usage. So all of the miners out there, many of them are based in China. What are they doing now? What are they mining? How are they going to get their money in and out if the Chinese government is not going to look favorably upon any of this? And who really wants to risk their future on this? This may even set a precedent for other countries to follow step and just ban cryptocurrencies, especially due to the risks in, say, ransomware, digital hacking, and illegal activities. Okay, so now let's take a step back, having spread sufficient fear, uncertainty, and doom. I know how this video is going to sound. It's not very popular to be a paper handler, a seller of Bitcoin, because everybody wants to pump this currency up. We all want to become rich overnight and just create value out of thin air and spread that around. Who doesn't want that? Of course, it's a popular opinion. The problem is, where's all this wealth going to come from? And I get it. The Bitcoin narrative is a great story, a very hopeful story, one we want to believe in which we get rid of the central bankers.
Repositioning.
Now, fight to earn redeployment. Fight's kicking off.
We fight against the government and we create our own people's money, the decentralized world. But really, is this actually going to happen, or is it just wishful thinking? Now, as for my position, here are my moves. Understand that Bitcoin remains highly speculative and there's a lot of unknowns in this space. There may even be a few scandals and frauds and crashes coming up. We don't know what's going to happen. So just take care with your money. You can still be hopeful about the space, and maybe it's like a casino. Have some fun with it. You can buy some Dogecoin. I've got some myself just for
Listen
fun
up,
to see where it's
soldier.
gonna go.
Win here
But
and
on
you
my
return
part
to
at
the
least,
front
I've been
line.
de-risking,
But if you
at
lose,
least until
you're
we can
done.
get to the bottom of this whole tether
Sort 'em out or
scenario and
capture
get a
the
little bit more
objective.
transparency around this, hosted on something better than a WordPress blog. So that'll do for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on Tether. Is this a scandal? Am I missing something? See you in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.
You're going back to the front line. You've earned it.
Heading out. Disregard that. Relocating. Heading out.
Gas is inbound. Objectives updated. Move to the next location. Next objective located. Enemy UAV overhead. Contract is complete. You're cleared for higher payouts. Specialist achieved.
We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
We got
Be
recon
advised,
online.
UAV is bingo fuel. UAV entering the AO.
Moving here. Bounty contract identified.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Bounty target has been marked. Kill him. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
I need recon on my position.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
UAV entering the AO.
Bounty target is down. Well done.
Moving here.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I need recon on my position.
UAV entering the AO. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.
You're losing ground. Be advised, enemy team
Mark
is
the
tracking
care
your location.
Requesting recon.
UAV entering the AO.
Target right here. Moving.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Mark the target.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Buy station identified. We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Heading out. Heading out.
Be
Repositioning.
advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for
Enemy UAV overhead.
Relocating. We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Target right here! Buy station identified.
Be
Moving here.
advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Heading out. We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Now.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Bounty contract identified.
Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
Moving here. We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Repositioning.
You're losing ground.
Moving.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Requesting recon.
UAV entering the AO.
I need recon on my position.
UAV entering the AO.
Relocating.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Moving here. Buy station identified.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Moving here. We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Moving here. Moving here. Moving.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
We're out of time. Scrub the contract.
We got recon online.
UAV entering the AO.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Relocating.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
I need recon on my position.
UAV entering the AO. UAV entering the AO. UAV entering the AO. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Good to go. Relocating.
You've got gas moving in.
Moving. Repositioning. Moving.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Moving. Cancel that.
Gas is moving.
Repositioning.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is moving. 10 remaining. Keep it up.
Heading out. Cancel that. Repositioning. Disregard that.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Moving. Never mind. Moving. Never mind.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. You're losing ground. Grenade. Stay sharp. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. You're losing ground.
You got this. Ah!
Gas is moving in.
Target
New
right
safe
here.
zone located. Gas is closing in. Primary objective complete. Good work out there.